Hey, good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Welcome to the Black Financial Channel. Today, we're going to talk about why the stock market took a dip. The stock market took a little bit of a nosedive, and it has to do with a lot of layoffs. Microsoft is laying off thousands of workers. Amazon just laid off another 18,000. And the question is this an indicator that the economy is starting to dip and that recession that we've been waiting for is finally here? I'm going to break it down for you and let you guys know what's going on. So get comfortable, buckle up your seatbelt. We're going to get started on the Black Financial Channel right now. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Black Financial Channel. This is theblackfinancialchannel.com. My name is Dr. Boyce Watkins. I am your friendly neighborhood finance professor. On the Black Financial Channel, we talk about Black wealth every single day, sometimes as much as 10 times a day, because we're Black first. B1 means that we put our community at the top of our priority list. B1 means that we educate our kids. B1 means that we want our people, B1 people, intelligent Black people, to be the most financially literate, financially intelligent people on the planet. That's by the year 2070. It's a 50-year plan. We are so far ahead of schedule. So if you agree with that philosophy, put a B1 in the chat. Also, shout out the city. Let me know what city you're from. I see Anita from Phoenix, Tony out of Pittsburgh, Ariel Israel out of Bossier City, Louisiana. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Justin out of New York. Good morning, Max Jerome and Mauricio out of ATL. Good to see you. All right, guys. So I got a meeting in a minute, but I decided I want to come in real quick and give you an update on what's going on in the stock market. If you stick around to the end of the video, I will give you a stock that I am buying shares in right now that, based on my research, is going to do very well. So hang on to the end, and I'll share that stock with you. So today, the stock market dipped. It dropped by about 300 points. And a lot of this dip was driven by the fact that holiday sales were shorter than expectations. So this pretty much says that retailers, they normally make a ton of money during the holidays. These holidays were not as strong as previous. People are starting to cut back on their spending. A lot of the savings that people have piled up during the pandemic is starting to dwindle down. And you could be headed towards some economic headwinds. Don't worry. It's not the end of the world. It's not the Great Recession that's going to end everything. It's probably going to be a bit of a slowdown. Also, wholesale prices dropped 0.5% in December, which is really good. That says that inflation is starting to get under control. That means that the Fed's rate hikes are starting to kick in two ways. One, they're starting to slow down inflation, which is good. Inflation is like the cancer. So think of this as like chemo. So the good side of chemo is that it kills your cancer cells. The bad side of chemo is that it kills all the cells in your body. so ultimately, the financial chemo is working. The inflation rate, the cancer is starting to die down. But the bad side is that the economy is starting to die down also. Also, Amazon just announced that they're going to lay off another 18,000 people. Other big tech companies have laid off over 60,000 people in the last year. Microsoft is laying off another 10,000. I was reading about the Amazon layoffs. Amazon's layoffs were very predictable because during the pandemic, Amazon expanded way too much. Amazon just went crazy. They got all this warehouse space. Amazon, before the pandemic in 2019, they had about 790,000 employees, approximately that many. By the end of the pandemic, they had 1.6 million. 1.6 million. That is insane, even for a company like Amazon with all the money that Amazon has. That is still a ridiculous number of employees. That's a ridiculous expense level. So now they're having to scale back. And this is a great business lesson. You know, when you have a business and you suddenly get that surge in demand and you suddenly start making that bread, well, don't go out and just spend everything you make. A lot of people do that. You know, you get your income goes up, or you get, you know, maybe something good happens and you get some money. And the thing about investing and managing your money properly is, you know, when times are good, you got to prepare for when times are bad. Give me a yes if you understand what I'm saying. When times are good, you prepare for when times are bad. When times are bad, you look forward to when times are going to be good. So right now in the stock market, times had been pretty bad. During that time, I was buying lots and lots of stock. A lot of you were. And now times in the stock market have gotten actually pretty good. If you're not invested in the stock market, then I feel sorry for you. Just understand the word poor stands for passing over opportunities repeatedly. Passing over opportunities repeatedly. Some of us are going to stay poor because we pass over opportunities repeatedly. This is an opportunity. I'm here telling you, as an expert on the stock market, my doctorates in this stuff. I'm telling you right now is a great time to be a stock market investor. And I'm hoping you were listening to me all last year when I kept telling you what I was buying and everything else. But now, there's still plenty of upside left. So it's not too late to jump into the game. And really, generally speaking, historically, it's never been too late to jump into the game. It's never a time where, oh, stocks are just up and they're never going to come back. They're never going to go higher. They always go higher. At least up until this point, the last 120, 130 years, they've always gone higher. So ultimately, Amazon's layoffs, 18,000 people sounds like a big number, but remember, Amazon has 1.6 million employees. Really, they should be laying off about 300,000 people. I mean, 1.6 million is a ridiculous number. It's way too big. They got way too much warehouse space. They really overextended. And I'm very disappointed because Amazon is my largest holding in my portfolio. I love Amazon as a company, and I bought a lot of Amazon stock, but this is one area that makes me kind of question that particular investment and makes me wonder if Amazon is as strong as it used to be. Now, could this turn around? Alicia's asking. Well, your name is the same as my wife, so I gotta respond to Miss Alicia Smith in the chat. She says, "Could this be the turnaround we are waiting for?" It could be. It could be. And it might not be, but we know that the turnaround is coming. It's like the people that go to church, they're waiting for Jesus to come, right? If Jesus ain't here yet, then I guess you got a reason to wait. You got something to look forward to. So the turnaround is coming. Is Jesus coming? It's up to you to decide if you what you believe. I don't know if y'all saw Joe Biden in that black church on Martin Luther King Day. That was about the funniest thing in the world. The man didn't know what to do. He didn't know where he was. He didn't even know how to clap off beat to the song that they were playing. But anyway, but with that being said, to be in all seriousness, I think that the stock market is going to recover in a dramatic fashion over the next year and a half. The Fed rate hikes are kind of the biggest game in town. That's what's been really killing and dampening the market. So I've just been positioning to take advantage of when things go up. If you've been investing so far, you'll know that so far this year, it's been a very good year. Also, quiet is kept. Crypto has been killing it. Bitcoin has been killing it. If you were investing in Bitcoin, if you're investing consistently, let's say you started at the start of the year, I'm going to Google the price of Bitcoin because I got a meeting in a minute, so I can't stay with you guys as long as I want to. If you could hit the thumbs up button, if you can, please hit the thumbs up, share, subscribe button if you haven't done that yet. Let me show you all on the screen. If you're on Instagram, you won't see it, but I'll describe it to you. Let's see here. Let me see if I can find the Chrome tab. Hold on. Price of Bitcoin. Here we go. So look at the price of Bitcoin. Look at this. The Bitcoin has been killing it, 22% in 1 year. Look at all that green. All that green stands for green money. So, the thing that you have to understand is that just because prices are low, that does not mean you can't make money on good investments. The rule of investing and making money is buy low, sell high. Sometimes a bad company could be your best investment. Sometimes a bad economic downturn could be your chance to make the most money. If something goes to terrible and then it goes from terrible to just bad, then if you bought when it was terrible and it goes up to bad, then you make money off that. You bought the stock at 10. This stock used to be 100, it drops to 10. You bought it at 10, it goes to 20. Well, guess what? Your money has doubled. Your money has doubled. I have investments in my portfolio that have not just doubled, they quadrupled last year during the downturn. So there's still money out there, and don't let anybody scare you into thinking that it doesn't exist, because it is out there. Now, I told you guys that if you hung around to the end of the video, I'd give you a stock that I believe in, that I'm actually going to buy some shares in right now, and that company is CVS. CVS, the pharmaceutical company. So feel free to just take it for what it's worth. This is not investment advice, but this is what I'm going to buy. I'm going to buy shares of CVS. Also, I want to remind everybody, if you go to financialflashcards.com, we have financial flashcards that can help you train your kids on wealth and economics. They are excellent tools designed by our team, and they're just a great way to get your kid ahead of the curve. If you want your kids to lead, don't wait until they get to college. Wait and go ahead and teach them about wealth now, just like you taught them about basketball when they were 6, and they learned how to do cheerleading and dancing when they were 6, and going to church when they were 4. Well, they should be learning about wealth when they're 4, when they're 6, not when they're 26, not when they're 36, not when they're 46 and have financial problems. They should learn it early. So financialflashcards.com, we have flashcards on money, investing, real estate, and credit. So you can literally train your kids on all these different areas, maybe offer them a couple dollars to learn all the flashcards and test them on it. And that way they will thank you for the rest of their life. I guarantee you. D. Scott says, how many channels do you have on YouTube? I don't know. I have a few. I don't talk about that too much, just because I always knew that I believe I don't consider myself to be any kind of a black leader. I know I'm an influencer though, and I know that what I know is very dangerous when it comes to black power. I know that if I were just getting on here and telling you all to go vote for a certain political party, or if I was just telling y'all to march and pray over your problems, then I wouldn't be a threat. But I know that when black people become economically intelligent and y'all start buying up all the real estate, well, that's going to be a problem for some people. I know that if I'm teaching you how to put your kids in position to own assets and actually have true wealth, I become a threat. I knew that if I teach you how to get off the corporate plantation so you don't have to go serve a corporation for the rest of your life, I knew I'd be very dangerous with that. And also, I'm a mathematician. So we in mathematics, you can't just pretend like you solved the problem. You can't just have the perception that you solved the problem. You can't just sort of have the symbolism of solving the problem. You actually have to solve the problem. So when I came in talking about the racial wealth gap, I came in really solving the problem. I came in seeing exactly what the problem was, what the issues were, and how to fix it. And so many of you have seen this. Many of you, feel free to say something in the chat. Many of you have more wealth right now because of things we've been talking about. I met a guy just yesterday or 2 days ago at the Generational Wealth Conference in Atlanta who told me that when he started listening to this platform, he said, I had no money, I was struggling. And he said, just yesterday, me and my wife bought a house with cash, $700,000 house with cash. And he told me exactly how he did it, and I said, "That's great. You took some of what we talked about and you implemented it, and now you've solved the problem." So the reason I say that is because so when I came into this game, I knew that solving real problems could make me a threat to some people who are benefiting from us sort of sitting still and being stagnant and waiting for others to solve those problems for us. So what I do is my internet strategy is very sophisticated. I do not put myself on one platform or in one place where I can be banned and blocked and everything else. I'm very hard to cancel. I'm not going to say I'm uncancelable. I'm just going to say I designed it from the very beginning as if I was going to war. I see this as a war. I see this as a war of knowledge, a war of information. I see this as a war of culture. I see this as a war of the spirit, a war of the intellect, all these things. So I came into this like a soldier. That's why I behave in the way that I do. I kind of laugh about it and joke about it. But the reality is the reason you see me do this every single day, and I've done about 20,000 videos on the internet right now, literally sharing the highest levels of financial theory with you guys, is because I want to make sure I get the job done. I don't want to just sit out here and just talk about it. I want to get it done. I believe we can get it done. That's also why a lot of soldiers follow me. Shout out to all the vets on here. Thank you for your service, by the way. I noticed a lot of military people follow me because military people, they understand the importance of knowing the mission, pursuing the mission, making a plan, and getting it done. So those are the people I want. I'm looking for the economic soldiers in the community. I'm looking for the warriors. I'm looking for the people that want to do something better, that want to go to the next level, that are serious about this, that ain't sitting around trying to do the same thing and feeling good, these feel good moments that they give us that don't mean a damn thing. I'm looking for people that really want to fix things. And what I'm saying to you is that fixing things is not going to happen in the system. It's going to happen in the family. You have to focus on the family as your primary institution where you can implement whatever policy you want to implement. And I guarantee you that if you start there, then you will find that your family will rise even as other families don't rise. Your people will elevate even as others are sinking. You will be doing well in a world where a lot of people are not going to do well. And so that's what I'm encouraging you to do. Get off the beaten path, get on your own path, design your own policy, follow it relentlessly. Don't be scared, and you will win. I guarantee it. I'm telling you, this does work. I've been around rich people. I know exactly what they do. All right, guys. So anyway, that's my 2 cents. If you'd like to join us for stock market investing class, or you guys that are in the options program, I just listed a bunch of stocks and I'm selling options on. You can go to boycewatkins.com and feel free to join us there. And also, there's some free stuff on my website as well if you'd like to take a look. Thank you all for listening. Hit the thumbs up button on your way out. Love you guys. I'll check back in with you a little bit later. Have a good day. See you soon. Peace.